time to row my boat.
Alright, that was a bit messy. I gotta remember that I got that loop, that music loop on the starting stream. I gotta change a bunch of this stuff around. Anyway, you can see Henry, I changed the layout. I got the screen capture working on my iPhone with my Halo Flex app, so that's good. You can straight up see exactly what my heartbeat's doing. I gotta make sure it's close enough to me, which it's plugged in charging, but I can set it. See, where's probably best? Right here? Can't get a whole lot closer. Oh, you know what? I am going to set it onto this mount thing I did, even though I don't necessarily... Holy crap. Okay, that's like precarious at best, but... And with the cable on there, the charging cable on, I don't think that's going to work. How much battery do I have? It won't die. Let's see if I can set it there. It's kind of a good spot for it. Yeah, there you go. It's nice and close. I just need to bring up Stream Manager. There we go. Look at that, man. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Huh. Got a late start today. Becker woke up early, walked the dogs. Then I decided, you know what? I'm going back to bed. So I went back to bed. So I got up late, and then I had stuff that's kind of set on Friday mornings. So hopefully everything's all set here. Reset the timer. Start rowing. Like, is something going to be wrong that I'm going to have to stop and fix? Maybe. Happens all the time. But I really like... I paid for the NDI Capture, what's it called? Capture HX or whatever. I paid for the app, $9.99. It was worth it. I'm using all the NDI tools. The tools themselves are free, but the apps cost. And so, you know, I don't mind paying for stuff.
Holding on, Nathan Brumley and Philip Berry.
Does what I need. Which, of course, I have the luxury of doing since I got a good job. If I was a 20-year-old, I'd be trying to get around things, you know, or figure out the zero-cost way. In this case, I paid for the app because I was pretty sure it would just straight up work. And look, it's straight up working. It looks so much better. Having a camera on a camera. I really don't like this shot though. I just realized I had the other shot the way it was before for a reason. I forgot. But I don't mind using this other camera, but I want it to be closer. I want it to be more. It's kind of why I switched it. So I moved the wall cam. I turned that over towards Henry, so that you can have the doggo cam, even though he's kind of a wide shot. Let's see if this is better. I'll have to do an extra 5 minutes. Are we all set? No. Let's try. Where can I put this? Here, I think this will be good. Oh, huh. I'm like, what's it bumping on? Yeah, I see what it's bumping on. Alright, let's try that. We ready to row? Alright, let's try that. See, this should be close enough. My heart rate should come straight up. Yeah, that's a better shot. You can't see the top of my bald head, but you know what? That's alright. That's a better shot. I feel like that's a better shot. Yeah. I like to do the angle shots. I did order a new webcam today. I've been wanting to get a real webcam. I kind of fumbled when I bought this first one. The one I use when I normally stream games is actually meant for vlogging. So it's a portable camera with a battery. It has an HDMI output, and I bought a capture card, but despite all the warnings to make sure that if you bought something like that, it didn't transmit the overlay through the HDMI feed, I managed to buy a cheap enough one that did exactly that. So then I had to use it in webcam mode, and that becomes, it has issues around it. Not to mention leaving it on seems to
Goodbye,
cause it to
poor
freeze up.
fever.
Look at that. Look at my heart rate. I'm right up in the intense zone. Oh, the other thing I can do now, I can hit the different data, and I can put on stream my historical data for my fitness, my points and my calories and my beats per minute for my workouts. It's interesting how it varies from day to day. So that's the other thing. I'll do that at the end. If I remember, I think the way the format should work now is I'll start off reviewing my data, and I'll show my sleep data as well. Show the sleep pattern for the night before, right? So my day will go like this. I'll get up, walk my dogs, drink my protein shake, come start my stream, we'll review my sleep data and take a quick look at the fitness data, then start the, obviously the stream has to be started at that point. Then start the rowing portion. I'll do the rowing. Now you can see my beats per minute. And after the rowing is complete, then we can take a quick peek at the data. And like that. I don't know, something like that. I'm just winging it. I'm making this stuff up as I go. I have no idea. My audio level of my music, I feel like it's kind of loud in my headset. It's not too loud, it's just on the loud side. I'm wondering what the voice music level on stream is. So I need to make sure I review. The longer I stream, the less I review my VODs, which is I think QAing, as we call it in the IT world, quality analysis, is important, and I believe it applies to streaming like almost anything. You want to get feedback of what you've done, whether it's from people or data or just looking at it yourself. I think it's a good idea. Oh, I also remembered to put Do Not Disturb on. So we should not be seeing any kind of pop-up notifications.
Flyway, Cool Sip Remix, Crease Talk.
Because while I don't mind people seeing them with a poor resolution camera shot, and they're certainly not secrets, but they're mostly Twitch notifications about different people I follow who are starting to stream. But I also get Teams messages on my personal phone. My Outlook and most of my work stuff is on my work phone, but I did put Teams on my personal phone because that way when I go outside to walk my dogs on weekdays while I'm working, well, I really work basically 24/7. If something needs to be done, I'm the kind of person, I want to get it done. If I get an assignment I just want to do it. For me, if I procrastinate, not the way to go. I really started it was even before we started working from home full time. I would say 2 or 3 years ago, I got to the point where, oh look, I really slowed down, but I'm down in the moderate zone. Try to speed up a little bit. But yeah, I don't remember what the change was, but I was really, and it doesn't apply every time, but normally, actually it probably was when we started using Azure, the Azure Work Story, I don't know what it's called. It's like an online bulletin board, and my supervisor and manager, and any of us can actually create what's called a card. It's a little, it's just like a box. And it has all this data, and you open it up and it says, here's the stuff that needs to happen. And then it gets assigned to the different people on our team. You do the stuff on the card, you tell everybody it's done. It's like a workflow process control, tell what's going on thing. I don't know what officially it's called. Anyways, yeah, probably when we started getting those. I don't like to have a bunch of those on our team board that are either not in progress or finished. So I try to get them done. I don't remember how I started talking about that. I think I started off too strong out of the gate. What I hit about 130 beats per minute there for a minute. Now I'm down in the water zone. Try to pump it up. We only have to get to 116 beats per minute to get into the intense zone. Oh, I know why. I chose the chill bass, Pretzel Rock Station, so I'm just too chill today. That's what it is. I picked chill because it's the afternoon. I don't know, just because. So there we go. Now we're in the intense zone. Feeling the burn. Or whatever. I did turn on the fan. I was like, I know it was already warm down here. I was like, I'm turning on the fan from the get-go, and it is helping. But yeah, I'm really digging having this Amazon Flex data for my cell phone on the screen. Like having a giant wide shot with me in the middle rowing this thing. I think it was a bad idea, because I think of like people browsing the fitness and health, which maybe maybe not many people do, but that's kind of what I do. Because I don't follow a ton of
Lost My Way, Spectrum and the Line Listener.
I'm pretty picky. So I'm on there browsing, and I would say, there's 4 or 5 categories of fitness streamers, which generally I don't like to categorize, and yet here I am categorizing people. I don't know what that means. But anyways, I think your thumbnail on that browse screen can be like when you see people popping in and out of your stream. My guess, especially me, I barely have any followers, right? So who's popping in and out of my stream? Like, why? Like, who? Well, I guess since the fitness and health section category is pretty small, like even on a busy time of day, like say U.S. mornings, there's probably not more than 40 or 50 streams on fitness and health. And of course in the evening or whatever, there's like 10. And 2 or 3 of those are like zombie channels. I don't know why people put zombie channels up on there, but look at me, I'm just moderate today. I can't stay in the intense zone. Part of it is I think my posture is bad. I'm having trouble keeping straight. Anyway, I don't have like a super giant, I don't have any goals on my screen. You want to know why? Because I don't have follower goals. That's why. Followers, somebody can pop in and follow and never see them again. If I put something on the screen, it'd be a viewer goal. And guess what? You can see my viewers right there. Twitch viewers, YouTube viewers, Facebook viewers. So my metric is viewers, current live viewers. And secondarily, views, subsequent views. Like, I mean, I get hardly any live views, but according to the counting things, a handful of people look at my stuff at some point in the next week. I don't know why. I don't know how it gets counted. Does it get counted if somebody clicks on it for 5 seconds? Or do they gotta watch a minute? I don't know. But I don't really have to know. So I'm doing this for fun. I got a great job.
Erosion, Dreamer Boy.
I'm working out so that I can lower some of my medications, clear up my high blood pressure. My doctors have straight up said that if I exercise and lose weight, my high blood pressure medicine, now this was pre-heart surgery. So because of my heart surgery, I might always be on something, I think. But still, if I get my blood pressure down, maybe I can stop some of that high blood pressure medication. I don't know. It's not like it's bad for me, right? It's good for me. But I know for a fact that my diabetes medication, I can lower that with the exercise. Type 2 diabetes, not insulin. I don't have to use insulin, but the whole point is that I don't want to get onto insulin, not just because of the cost, like everybody talks about in the media, how crazy expensive it is. But, you know, type 2 diabetes for someone of my profile can be controlled and or eliminated with diet and exercise and body mass index, whatever you call it. So that's why I'm exercising. And for some reason, using streaming as a mechanism of accountability is working for me. Now, if I stopped streaming my workouts and just did them on my own, would I keep doing it or would I stop? I don't know. I don't really plan on finding out. I mean, without a reason. Because I already have all this computer garbage. I was a computer nerd way before streaming. Like what, Twitch started as Justin TV like in 2008 or something. Dude, I was on the internet before AOL. Oh wait, if you didn't know, before AOL was AOL, it was called America Online. Just like KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, an old guy. First computer I touched was it was in the late 70s. I tried to figure this out the other day. It was probably around 77 or 78. I don't remember for sure if it was in school in 8th or 9th grade, junior high, or it could have been at the local Radio Shack when they got a TRS-80 in. Either way, it was in the late 70s. So yeah, I already had all this computer stuff. I made a new gaming computer, but I would have been doing that this summer regardless of streaming. So I did buy some lights, some off-brand cheap ring lights. I bought 3 strips of Gobi lights. 2 of them are standard and I use a Amazon linked plug, and 1 is a Wi-Fi enabled, so I don't have to have a separate plug for it, which If I'd planned, that'd been the way to go to start with.
Hear me, Gloritric and Digitilt.
I bought that vlogger cam. It was a mistake. I gave the capture card to one of my kids who has a Switch, so they can stream Switch. Don't know that they've used it, but you know, whatever. My mobile camera that you can see me on right now is an old iPhone 8 that was laying in a drawer. The doggo cam is my old Logitech C920 or whatever. What is it, 7 years old? I don't know. The two computers I'm using for streaming, one I bought a couple years ago, they're both Dell Refurbs. You can get the Dell Refurb, or the Dell website has a refurb section, and sometimes they put their stuff on sale for like 40% off. So those two computers, one's an i3, one's an i5, they were each just barely over $100 because they were on clearance. And then my new gaming computer's in here. My old gaming computers I left in the other room. I'm a computer geek. I got lots of computer stuff, even before I started streaming. That's my only point. Anyway, have I spent too much money on streaming? Probably. But you know what? It's a hobby. There's all kinds of hobbies. I got neighbors that got all kinds of guns, and they got all kinds of four-wheelers. One of the big things around here people do for a hobby. Oh, hey there. I didn't see your message. Sorry. Love to see you taking care of yourself. Zora not called. I'm horrible at pronunciations. I'm just gonna say Zora. I can see Zora. I'm gonna say hello, Zora. Sorry, my chat phobot there was spamming the chat and I missed your message. I apologize. Yeah, I'm working out. You can see my heart rate. I think it's a cool gimmick. I'm gonna keep it for now. Anyway. No worries. Alright. See, you can see when I'm slacking off. The heart rate monitor doesn't lie. Which again, it's kind of a gimmick, right? I forget, I'm horrible with names. So I started following a fitness streamer who's just starting out streaming. I don't know what their fitness history is, but you know, it's somebody who is either just getting back into it or whatever. I watch a few of the more professional style, but I really like to watch other people who are kind of like, you know, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, my only point, what I was trying to make a point is this one streamer, man, she gets on the stair climber, I don't know, what's the stair machine called? The stair machine, right? Man, she's sweating, wearing a hoodie. I'm like, holy crap. She's working 10 times harder than I ever do. I just get on my rowing machine and chill. But now, I got this thing in front of me, and I'm like, I should try to keep my beats per minute up in the intense zone. Oh, 20 minutes. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. I do things for myself. Daily, teach high, touch, and weekly dance, cardio. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody's got their own motivation. I certainly don't want to bag on anybody. I want to support everybody. So sometimes I worry about the way I say things. It might come across wrong. I really want to be a positive person. I want to help support everybody. Because there's nothing wrong with streaming for money or like professional bodybuilders. That's all good. Whatever, everybody's got their thing. I'm so lucky that I got to make what I like doing into my career, getting into computers. I just happened to get in it the right way because I don't have a degree in anything computer related. So I was in the right place at the right time.
Waiting for fire. Big giant circles.
Show people that I was self-taught, knew what I was doing, made a niche for myself. And so whether people do that with, IT or fitness or whatever your bag is, cooking, chefs, it's all good. "22 minutes. I didn't stop for a water break. I need the water. Rowing up the rowing thing. I rearranged my room. I don't know. I kind of like the way it's arranged in a way, but in a way I'm like, it's kind of not probably the best. Because I kind of feel like I should be aimed at the big screen on the wall. And then, I should put on like a video made from a boat on a river or something. Right? Isn't that how it works? You get those fancy machines and it shows you riding a bike up a street or whatever. You're in the Tour de France. I don't know. I'm good. If I was super into fitness, then I could see getting into that the way I get into other things. But I'm really I'm doing this because the doctor. Man, I can tell you what, if you haven't had a major surgery, I had open heart surgery, it kind of changed my view on some stuff. Goodness, yeah, I've seen some of those, the fancy machines. I guess they motivate some people, but you do you. Yeah, I mean, they're all cool. I'm not saying that, whatever, right? If I wanted to get a fancier machine, I would, or maybe I will one day or whatever. But just the fact that I just need to do something. Having a major surgery like open heart surgery, man, it's just... It just seems not that long ago I was, in my 30s and whatever, and I had younger kids, and time just flies fast. You just don't realize it until you're... I'm 55. Before I know it, I'm going to be 65. It's weird how the older you get, the faster time goes. And I guess it all makes sense because it's probably has to do with the proportion of your life. You know what I'm saying? If you're 10 years old, you've only been conscious for 3 or 7. Your earliest memories are when you're 2 or 3, 4 years old or whatever. So if you're 13, your experience is 10 years of experience. When you're 53, then it's 50 years of experience. I think that's why your time perspective changes. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist or whatever. But it's amazing how fast time flies the older you get. Before you know it, your life is different. And
until next time, wisdom.
For me, I go to the doctor. Hey, doctor, my heart feels weird when I go upstairs. Okay, let's do some tests. Oh, crap. You need a bypass surgery because your arteries are all blocked up, and one of them's 93% blocked up. It actually wasn't really a shock because my family history, which is the whole reason I went to the doctor before I had a heart attack, was because of my family history. I feel you, time can be scary. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, I had an uncle who died in his mid-50s, my maternal grandfather, his son. So my maternal grandfather died in his mid-50s, and then one of his sons died about the same age. And I look just like my maternal grandfather. And I know this isn't like genetic, like if you ask a good geneticist, maybe it's not really as closely linked as in my brain it is. But I was always worried when I got near the same age, you know, since I looked like them, I'm like, I'm going to be suspicious. And that's exactly what happened 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago? Whatever. 2019. Is that 2 years? Yeah. 2 years ago, I started feeling weird. I'm like, you know what? I'm lucky. You know, I'm lucky I have really good health insurance. So I was like, I'm going to the doctor. And the doctor's like, go see the cardiologist. So I caught it ahead of time because I was always worried about it. And I'm really glad I did, because I don't want to have a heart attack. When I did my cardiac rehab after my surgery, most everybody in cardiac rehab was 15 to 25 years older than me. And I could tell having that kind of surgery with that extra 20 years on them, that was rough. Those older folks were not having an easy time. For me, the cardiac rehab was pretty easy. I just get on that treadmill, walk, boom, bada bing, recovered real easily. I'm really glad for that. Catch it early and do prevention. Just have to keep it that way. Yeah, the biggest problem is my cholesterol, because again, I think it's genetic. My cholesterol's always been high. And I've been on cholesterol medicine, for like about 7 or 8 years before my heart surgery. Quite a while. My early 40s is when I found out about, or I got diagnosed with high blood pressure and high cholesterol. But even with all the cholesterol medicine, I mean, granted, I did not change my diet nearly enough. Way too much red meat, fast food. But it didn't. My arteries done clogged up. But I never really had any surgeries before that. So going from having my tonsils out when I was 8, having open heart surgery, and I had a few problems. I was on a ventilator an extra day. Normally you come off the ventilator a few hours after you wake up. I was spending an extra day on the ventilator. I don't even want to talk about that right now. I've mentioned it on the stream before, but generally speaking, I advise all people to not end up on a ventilator.
Meet me yours, Phantom Sage and Bundy.
But most people don't intend to be on one, so, you know, I'll leave that there. I don't know, we're going to have to look at the graph to see how well I did. I don't think I stayed in the intense zone as much as I wanted to. But we're coming up on 30 minutes. I'm going to do an extra minute for the time I spent messing with the camera. And I'm going to do a quick BRB and come back and look at the data for just a minute, just because I want to have it on the VOD. I think it's kind of cool that I can share the information in my app. So I was watching a stream a day or two ago, and people were talking about different bands and what they can do. Somebody asked the streamer what kind of band they recommend, and they said, you know, they just wanted calories, sleep data, and something. And so even if that person never sees my stream, it was like, hey, my app, my Amazon Flex app has all that data. And I didn't want to jump in there and, you know, be like out of place. Plus, like, some rando talking, you know. Anyways, I think it makes sense that if I'm going to stream my screen like this, that I kind of show, hey, here's this app, this is what it does. And I'm not promoting the Amazon product whatsoever. I bought it in beta. It's just like the rowing machine. I'm just saying what I use. This is the rowing machine I use. This is the app I use. Here I am rowing a little boat That's not a boat. Alright, I'm gonna stop there, do a BRB. Oh, I gotta stand up. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. I don't know. My legs are feeling it today. Alright, I'm gonna hit the BRB screen and come back in just a couple of minutes.
Crimson Chrysalite. Crimson Chrysalite.
I just realized, I think my mic was muted this whole time, wasn't it? That's messed up. Alright, I'm not that great at this. My desk mic is on, but it's not tied in, I don't think. Maybe it is. Whatever. I'll look at the VOD. Sorry, I'm trying. So 9 minutes of intense, 23 minutes of moderate for that workout. And then yesterday, there was only 6 minutes of intense, 14. Of course, this is for the whole day. This isn't just my workout. Now, looking at today, since I just worked out, you can see that the bulk would be from, and then the day before, 19 minutes of intense. The only time I hit the intense zone is while I'm on the rowing machine. Trust me. I mean, unless I'm doing something very unusual. So yeah, I like this app. I don't look at the data all that often, but if I incorporate it into my stream where I do my workout and then show you all the data, I think it's good. I think it'll be fun, interesting, sort of ish, perhaps. At least it's a gimmick. I need a gimmick. All right. I really apologize if I left my mic on mute all that time. Yeah, my mic was on mute, wasn't it? Yeah, I hit the mute button while I was BRB, and I didn't turn it back on. So that's a user error. I can switch over to my desktop mic. Now it should be going on my desktop mic. Anyway, that's it for today. I did my workout, and I'll be back. Thank you for popping in, Konor. And Zoria, man, I wish I was better at talking words of names. I think that's everybody that popped in. Okay, time to go. Stream ending.